We are now live, and if you are watching the replay, welcome to you. My name is Jack from Teaching ESL Online and to Fluency.com. I am an independent language teacher who also teaches how to earn a living as an online independent teacher. And today I'm just going to go through a thread that I wrote on Twitter that talks about how to get more online paying students. And the reason I'm going to go through the thread on Twitter and why I like Twitter at the moment is that it teaches you to be concise and to really organize your thoughts. So sometimes you can ramble, like I'm probably doing now, but with Twitter, it allows you to be very concise. So what we're going to do is actually just go through this thread on Twitter here. And I'm going to expand on what I said on the thread. So if you're looking to get some more students, then definitely stay until the end of this stream. And also go to the description because I have some resources for you, including a free guide on email marketing, which is basically what we are doing here. It's going to go through everything here in video format. It is free to go through. You have 5 days to take it. If you want to buy it for life, then you can do that. But if you want to race through everything and get things implemented, it's going to allow you to do it. I'm also going to leave links to more videos and software that I use too. So here we go. Want more students to sign up for your online lessons or courses? Read on to learn how. Now, also be sure to follow me on Twitter. You can see my handle there, and also there's a link in the description. Now, the first place to start is to create an offer for students who find you. Is it a free trial lesson, a free guide, a paid lesson? Once you figure that out, create a landing page that guides people to do this and only this. This is your most important web page. Okay, so what we need here is a type of offer that we're going to offer people when they first find you. Not just go to my website and browse some articles, not just go to my YouTube channel, not just go to my Twitter, which is all good, but we need some type of offer in order to move people into the direction we want them to go. Now, the three options I've said here, a free trial lesson. If you're a language teacher, this is very common to offer an online free trial lesson. So people can sign up to take a lesson with you. We can also offer a free guide. Again, this is common too. And this is where email marketing comes into play. Because let's say that you have a free guide to taking the IELTS test and how to pass the IELTS test. Then you're attracting people who want to take that test. You're giving them value by giving them a free guide. And then you can lead towards what it is you're offering at the back end. And the last one is a paid lesson. So maybe you just want to go straight to what you are offering for money. Because the free trial lesson and the free guide is not what is going to make you money, it's what they do on the back end. So this is, in most cases, it's to sell an online course, or it could be to sell language lessons online, to sell services online. But what we need to do is have an offer for that initial offer. Now, again, we can go straight to the course or straight to the lesson. But in most cases, especially when starting out, you might want to think about offering a free trial lesson or a free guide. Now, once you have that offer, create a landing page that guides people to do this and only this. So important. Number one mistake I see people make is that they set up their website for browsing, not for taking action. So you want people to actually go and take some action. I'll just show you an example of this. If I go here, this is my book. Maybe you can't see everything here, but basically this is what I send people to this page when, I'll just move that up a little bit, when I do an online lesson, a lesson like this, anything really. This is what I want people to do if they are learning English, to go get my book, The 5-Step Plan for English Fluency, because that is my initial offer. All right, next. Here we go. Now, tweet 2 is, you want your landing page conversion rate to be as high as possible. Some tips: have a strong headline, talk about the benefits of what you offer, make it easy to sign up, and add social proof to the page. So this is your landing page and how to get the conversion rate up. You want a high conversion rate because you don't want to waste the traffic that you send people to your page. So if it's the initial trial lesson, you want more people to sign up for that trial lesson. There's a little caveat there because maybe you don't want people to sign up for the free trial lesson if they can't afford lessons. So maybe you want to filter people out at the same time on that landing page. But for me, my free book, there's no cost to me in any real sense for someone to sign up for that free book. So I want more people to do that. But it says here, have a strong headline, benefits. Talk about the benefits of your offer. That's so important to get across what people are going to get out of the free trial lesson or the free guide. Don't just tell them the feature. Instead, really hammer home the benefits of this. Make it easy to sign up. Just to go back to this page, this is really easy to sign up and there's nothing else to do on this page. That's the only thing you want people to do, is to click here to subscribe. And then add social proof to the page as well. So this could just be how many people have downloaded the free guide, YouTube stats, testimonials, that type of stuff, where people actually see there's some kind of recommendation there for you. Okay, next one. Be sure to link the lead capture form to your email list. This allows for follow-ups and automated sales funnels. Students who show an interest today might not pay for lessons today. Having them on a list helps you. Having them on a list keeps you top of mind and allows for future sales. So this is where we're talking about email marketing. Again, if you want to know which software I use and how to set this all up, there is a free guide in the description. So be sure to check that out. Now, let me just go back here real quick and pop out the chat. So those watching live, feel free to leave me any messages. Afshin says, hello, dear teacher. It's great to see you again. Well, it's great to have you here. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's go back to the thread. Is this making sense so far? So we have an initial offer, a landing page, we have a strong landing page, and then we link this to an email list. So if you offer a free book, a free guide, IELTS tips, for example, then you want to have an email list so that you can send up follow-up emails to lead people to what you offer for your paid services. But also, this is interesting. Students who show an interest today might not pay for lessons today. So when I was teaching one-to-one lessons, I had so many students who signed up for a trial lesson, didn't take it, but they were on my email list. I sent out stuff on my email list, and then they came back with paid lessons in the future or bought my course in the future. Having an email list is so important. It's still really important these days. Now, here it is. To learn more about my email marketing and list building, take my free course on this here. Okay. Now, your landing page is now done. However, I recommend adjusting it based on A/B tests. The software I use for this is here. I use A/B testing to take one landing conversion rate from 19% to over 40%. So this goes back to this book here. This used to be a lot more complicated. I had a lot more text on the page, lots of bullet points, etc. But I found that this page converted much better. Sometimes it's counterintuitive. Sometimes you think this will work or this will work, but A/B testing is really important. So go to that link, teachingeslonline.com/go/LP to learn how to build a landing page and to get the software to do A/B tests. Next, we need to send people to our landing page, but not just anyone. Instead, focus on students who you want to attract, those who you enjoy working with and those who can pay. Keep this in mind as you create your traffic building strategy and create your initial offer. So, what is true for someone is not true for everyone. Let's say if I were offering online lessons right now, I would not offer a free trial lesson. I would just go straight to the paid course because I have 350,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have about 60 current email subscribers as well. So I have a large list, a large audience. I have advertising strategies that I know that work. But if you're starting out and you're new to teaching, you might want to do a free trial lesson, because it's going to give you the confidence and the experience when it comes to meeting people and teaching them. But also it's going to allow you to drive up more demand for your online lessons too, especially if you don't have any testimonials. So you can start taking some free trial lessons, get some paying students, get the testimonials, get referrals, and things go on like that. But this is just where you need to think a little bit more deeply about what offer to use right now, and how you want to attract students who you want to work with and those who can pay. Now, this is important. The first place to start is with your network. Ex-students, people you know, friends of friends, and referrals should be explored before anything else. These are the hottest leads you have. They know you or know someone who knows you. This alone might be enough. So with some people, once you have that initial offer and landing page, this might be enough for you to then go on and just use your network, your contacts, your ex-students, friends of friends, in order to fill up your schedule. Especially if you can get that initial momentum going and then get some referrals based on that initial momentum. But if not, my favorite traffic source right now is social media. Looking at other teachers with large followings might feel overwhelming, but no, everyone starts somewhere. You might only need 10 to 15 paying students. It's fun and you can help people. Social media right now is just becoming more and more important. It's really interesting for me to see new teachers come along and just crush the social media game. And it's easier to do now than it was in the past. Yes, in the past, there weren't as many teachers doing this, but still, there are so many English learners out there who are coming online in greater numbers. They're looking for teachers who they can connect with. So put yourself out there and use the social media tools right now, because it is so powerful and it's still working really well. In fact, it's working better than ever. Now, let's go into this in more depth. Not sure which channel to use? Start with what you are familiar with and what is easy for you. My tip for newbies is Instagram. A 1-minute video limit is a creative restriction that leads to action. Stories are fun and engaging, and it's where the intention is. And I've put here TikTok too, because I don't know much about TikTok. I do have my accounts there, but I haven't really used them. It's a popular platform right now. It's a very young platform though. But I say, if in doubt, go with Instagram. So a 1-minute video limit is a creative restriction that leads to action. So if you're making videos on YouTube, you think, it can be 1 minute, it could be 2-hour lessons on YouTube, and it's very difficult to think about how to do that. Also, most people on YouTube are using a camera and a microphone and a little bit more production with lights. Instagram, it's expected that the videos are made on your phone, and it's more native to the platform. Stories in Instagram are fun and engaging. I get great engagement rates on the stories, and it's also where the intention is right now. So if you're in doubt about which one to use, I say go with Instagram. YouTube is more for long-term video content. That's what does well there. A good way to get started on YouTube is by creating videos on your phone or whatever camera you currently have. You can do this in one take to begin with. So if you are going to use YouTube, go with what you have right now and just get started. But again, know that there isn't that creative restriction. It's a little bit more difficult to interact with people on YouTube and to get yourself in front of a new audience. But you can build this up in the background over the long term. Other channels work too. Facebook is still useful, LinkedIn as well. Focus on one social media channel when starting out, especially if you don't have much time. Building an audience on these channels is fantastic, but how do you get people to buy your lessons? Okay, so we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, Facebook. If you know Facebook, use Facebook. LinkedIn, the same. But I recommend focusing on one social media channel when starting out, because it can be overwhelming to really get everything done to the way you want to do it. Having said that, what you can do, and what I've done in the past is, for example, on Twitter, on my Tefluency one, I've been using it the last 2 weeks, but before that I hardly ever tweet. But I've got 1,300 followers, so I've been doing stuff in the background. people have been following me there slowly over time. And when I want to come back to it, it means I have that base already on which to expand. So that's something you can bear in mind, where you focus your attention on one platform, but then just keep the other ones ticking along. But the key here is yeah, it's great. Build up your social media channel. But what happens? How do you get people to buy your lessons? Now, this is an important part. To solve this, this is where our landing page comes in. We want to send people from social media to our landing page, as this is where conversions take place. The problem is that if you promote your offer on social media too much, your organic reach drops and people tune out. So if you're constantly just saying, if you only use social media to say, take my free trial lesson, take my free trial lesson, people will unfollow you and they won't be engaged. Now, to solve this, I like to use the social media plus CTA method, call to action method. Each post lesson is valuable for your audience, and you pitch your offer at the beginning, middle, or end of your lesson. You can leave a link in the description and or comments too. Here's an example of this. So this is a video, a conversation my wife and I had, and I say I link to my free resource at the end of the video and in the description. The actual lesson is nearly 28 minutes long. YouTube constantly brings in leads. It's my favorite resource, but it took time to build. So let's just say it's on Instagram. You can do a 1-minute video lesson on Instagram, and then at the end of the video say, go to my profile to learn how you can take lessons with me. And then in your profile, you have a link to your resource. Let's say you do a story. You can do stories where you teach some type of vocabulary on there. And then on the 5th story, you say, click over here to my profile to learn how you can take lessons with me or to get your free guide. So what you're doing is you're teaching, engaging people, and letting them know how they can learn more off that platform. So that's my favorite method, because it allows you to build your audience, reach more people, but then also include an offer on there. So say here, I use this strategy on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. I give value and include a call to action. This is where my traffic and sales come from. To find students, you can also podcast, blog, advertise online, post on classified websites, and put up flyers. So these are just more ideas as well. So, podcast and blog, it's that content marketing category where you are creating content and you're having a call to action. The blog is the same, where you're writing articles on your website, people are finding them through Google, or you're sending them to your website through social media, and then they're taking action. But we can also advertise online, we can also post on classified websites and put up flyers. And I say here, this traffic needs to be converted, however. Again, this is what your landing page does. Keep improving upon what you have, and to learn more about getting students online, take my mini course here. So I recommend clicking the link in the description and just going through this thread later on. So that is basically it. I wanted to make it as concise as possible so that you understand exactly how you can use social media or how you can get paying students online. And let's just make it even more concise. You have an offer, okay? You build a landing page that pushes people or nudges people into taking that offer. You have a process where you can sell people on the back end. So this might be email marketing in the trial lesson, for example. And then you use platforms like social media, content marketing in general, or advertising to then make sure that people know who you are and push people into that offer. But before you do any of all that, definitely work on your network first, because that is where people already know you or their friends know you. And then what they can do is they have that social proof about you as a teacher. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. Now, if you're enjoying this and if you have enjoyed it, then please just click that like button. It helps me reach more people on this platform. And, it's a good thing to do, obviously. So Clubal de Inglesa says, social media is time consuming, but it works if you know how to use it. Yeah, it can be time consuming, because especially at first, what you need to do is you need to build an audience. And the way to build an audience at the start is to connect with people, to hustle, and just to create lots of content. And then once you have that momentum going, for example, on my YouTube channel, you don't have to post as often. You don't have to use that platform as much because you already have that following there. And when you post a new video, your subscribers already seen it and YouTube pushes it out to more people as well. So yeah, it can be time consuming. I definitely recommend being efficient with it. And also I recommend starting with your network first, because again, this is a way for you to really just push or to get your lessons out to more people at the beginning without having to build anything. So if you have any questions about this, and please leave them in the comment section below. And again, just go to the description of this video where you can learn more about landing pages, social media marketing, and I definitely highly recommend taking that email marketing course and going through that, because that's really going to give you the steps from A to Z, or A to Z, as we say, in order to know exactly how to craft this type of offer, a landing page and an email marketing campaign, so that you can get more students to sign up. There's also some bonus stuff in there, including how to use social media. So again, if you've liked it, please click the like button and share this with anyone who you think needs to see it. Okay, thank you so much for being here, and I'll speak to you soon.